Hello everyone, my name is Ivy. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello. This channel is all about the magical, the mystical, and the supernatural. And today, we are going to be talking about 7 terrifying Christmas legends. Let's go ahead and get started. The first quirky character that we're going to talk about is the Belsnickel. The Belsnickel is like the wacky uncle of Christmas, bursting in with a jumble of fur and sticks, ready to quiz kids on their behavior and how they were doing for the rest of the year. Originally from German folks, he's now a quirky visitor to the Pennsylvania Dutch and a few Christmas-loving groups elsewhere as well. Decked out in raggedy clothes, wild hair, and a mashup of nature's accessories, he's a sight to behold, especially in his spooky mask. Unlike Santa's entourage, the Belsnickel does his solo act, and he just starts tapping on windows by himself with his twigs. Then boom, he crashes through the door, gruff voice, ready to grill the kids about their niceness scale. Did they play nice with their siblings? Tackle chores without moans and groans? Show respect to grown-ups? Keep their rooms super tidy? It's a rapid-fire interrogation. Those who boast about all their good deeds for the year might get some sweet treats from his bag. Cakes, candies, and much more fun, delicious things for sure. But for those that are unsure about their acts for the year, there's a looming threat of a swatted by his twig, if you did bad. It's a whirlwind of chaos whenever the Belsnickel decides to visit you in your humble abode. The next creatures that we're going to talk about are the Nisses and the Tomtes. The Nisses and the Tomtes are really quirky creatures straight out of Nordic tales. A Nisse, usually Norwegian, and a Tomte, usually the Swedish word for it, are pretty similar characters, and they have pretty similar characteristics. They're both very mischievous, independent sprites that like to keep the farmstead in tippy-top shape. The Nisse and the Tomte, aka the Homestead Man, is this pint-sized old-looking dude rocking raggedy clothes and usually a bright red cap. He usually hangs out in the pantry or the barn, liking to keep an eye on everyone and the ins and outs of the house, especially the farm animals. And for the rest of this little segment, I'm probably going to be using the Nisse name and the Tomte name interchangeably, since they are pretty similar characters, if not the same exact creature. These little fellas are hard workers, but do not mess with their groove. They're not fans of interference. A clean and tidy home isn't just good housekeeping. It's a sign that a Tomte or a Nisse likes to call your abode home sweet home. And here's the deal, they're not high maintenance beings, okay? All they ask for is some basic respect, trust, and a bowl of Christmas porridge for the big night. Disrespect them and poof, they're out of there, taking the farm's prosperity with them. Yeah, did I forget to mention, they give you good luck. And it usually leaves the farmer in quite a tough spot. But let me tell you about their butter obsession. Yeah, they love butter. There was this wild tale about a Nisse who got tricked with butter in his porridge. He got so upset that he went on a cow killing spree. Talk about drama. And get this, they're basically considered the Robin Hoods of the farm world to some people. They'll snag from the neighbors to boost wealth for the family. They call home sweet home. It's all about spreading that prosperity, even if it involves a little bit of sneaky cow swapping. Next, let's talk about Hans-Trapp, aka the Christmas Scarecrow. Gather around for some seriously twisted tales about Hans-Trapp, which springs somewhere in France. Let me tell you the story about Hans-Trapp. In the 1400s, he was a big hotshot. but he eventually turned into a very terrifying Christmas scarecrow. This dude, once rich and ruthless, dabbled into dark dealings with the devil, which led him into getting the ultimate boot. Excommunication from the Pope himself. Banished and broke, he ended up in Bavaria, cooking up his sinister schemes in a mountain hideout. Now here's where it gets twisted. Consumed by his evil cravings, set his sights on tasting human flesh. Legend has it that he roamed lonely roads, disguised as a straw-covered scarecrow, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting victims. One unlucky shepherd's boy crossed paths with Hans-Trapp. And let's just say, it didn't end well. Trapp turned the kid into roast. But hold on to your Christmas stockings, because this Christmas tale actually might have a nugget of truth. Meets Hans von Trotha, a real-life knight that got tangled in a battle with the church over property. He flooded villages and duked it out with the Pope, earning himself, you guessed it, an excommunication badge, just like his mythical counterpart. While there's no record of him actually feasting on people in scarecrow attire, his life was a whirlwind of drama. Von Trotha didn't fade into obscurity though. He had a stint with the French royal court, scored some royal recognition, and even had the charges against him wiped clean. But his legacy, it lingered in the tales of Hans-Trapp. Next, let's talk about Krampus. I did a whole detailed video about him, so I will link that one here and below in case you want to check that one out. So I will touch on him a lot more briefly than I did in that full-on Krampus video. Krampus is all about getting all these naughty kids in line, and he roams from December 5th to the 24th. He's basically like Santa's evil counterpart, and he goes with Santa. Like when Santa comes out, Krampus is there too. The thing is that Krampus, he didn't just fade into existence. No, towns in Europe still celebrate him loudly and proudly with Krampusnacht and Krampuslauf, where they roam the streets dressed in their best Krampus attire, and they have this whole festival, and they'll scare the living daylights out of kids dressed up as Krampus. It seems like a really fun time, and it'd be kind of cool to go one year. Let's talk about the Kallikantzaroi. The Kallikantzaroi are mischievous little creatures, kind of like trolls, and they're on a mission to stir up chaos. If they sneak into your place, it's not just a visit. They're there to swipe all your snacks, mess with your stuff, wreck your future, and basically turn your home into their own playground. Some fear them, others see them as a pack of cheeky little tricksters. But here's the kicker. According to Greek folklore, these troublemakers have bigger plans, aiming to take down the tree of life by slicing through its roots. Talk about ambitious. Let's paint a picture. These Kallikantzaroi are underworld dwellers. Short, stinky, and not winning any beauty contests, that's for sure. But guess what? They're not exactly fans of humans. They're even rumored to be the devil's sidekicks. But here's the twist. They were banned from roaming the earth, except for a wild window of time. From Christmas to Epiphany, when they're loose, because apparently their waters are in some kind of cosmic limbo during those 12 days. But fear not, because when the day of Epiphany arrives, these troublemakers hightail back to their caves, tunnels, and go all the way back to the underworld, like a bunch of prank-loving ghosts. I'll link a video that I found about these mischievous Christmas trolls in case you want to know more. Next, let's talk about the Jólakötturinn, the Christmas cat. Jólakötturinn is a massive and totally unholy cat. He's like the OG fashion police of Iceland. This feline doesn't just have style. It terrorizes folks into fashion compliance in ways that make today's fashion magazines jealous. Its job, snacking on folks, especially kids who didn't score new clothes for Christmas. Yep, talk about extreme fashion policing. Devouring financially strapped children were its thing. Icelanders spun this into folklore wisdom. No new threats? Risk becoming cat food. This wild tale even explains why Icelanders pull extra hours at work. It's either avoid the cat or knit and sew until your fingers ache and maybe even bleed. So what's the origin of this cat? Honestly, it's a complete mystery. No one's got a clue where this cat came from or where it struts off to. Legend has it that it's tied to the Gryla. She's got a taste for kids too. Apparently she's some sort of a Christmas witch. While the cat's been haunting Iceland since ancient times, written records about its child-eating escapades only popped up in the 19th century. And hey, last we heard, the cat with the bite is still out there somewhere. If you want to know more about the Christmas cat, I'll link this adorable Draw My Life video that I saw down below. Next, let's talk about the Frau Perchta. Frau Perchta is the Christmas legend you've been missing out on. She's like the unsung goddess of alpine Christmas horror. Forget Krampus, this gal deserves the spotlight, okay? Decked out in rags and an iron beak. Yeah, iron beak. And a sneaky little knife. She's all about spinning and clean houses, judging you while dressing like a scarecrow. Here's the deal. By January 6th, you'd better have your spinning game on point, or else Frau Perchta might just wreck your weaving plans or set your fibers on fire. And if you slack on your housekeeping or forget the porridge, she'll go full-blown horror movie villain, swapping your guts for rocks and straw. She's not one to mess with. But wait, there's more. She leads a ghostly troop through the night sky, similar to Krampus but with her own wild gang, including lost souls and unbaptized kids. If you hear mountain rumblings on those special nights, it might just be Frau Perchta leading her wild ride. Also known as Holly, a winter goddess with a dual personality, the evil and pretty Perchten, both joining the Perchtenlauf, or run, in Europe's alpine regions. Me? I'm all about the evil Perchta, okay? She's the one that sends the shivers down my spine. Makes me want to frantically clean for Christmas. So why not just celebrate Perchtentag on January 6th by warning the kids about tidying up, or else Frau Perchta might come and get you. It's the spooky holiday motivation we all need, right? Anyways, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I post videos twice a week, so if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. If you have any video suggestions or things that you would like to see me do or talk about, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!